This is Justin Bradford, the Penalty Box Radio here at Jeremy K. Gover, Nashville Predators Radio Network, on the last media availability day for the Nashville Predators of the 2015-16 season. Jeremy, just overall, what was the feel that you got from this team as they're available for media?
Well, I very much got the impression that they were disappointed in the outcome, which they, obviously they should be because they're not playing tomorrow night. But I also got an overwhelming response. It was a theme throughout each player almost, talking about how great the crowd was throughout the playoffs. Yes, they all mentioned the triple overtime, and that was great. But they meant how the city embraced them, and the city rallied for the team. Other businesses, the Titans. It was an ongoing theme throughout almost every player's interview, was the fact that the city embraced them and that the fact that the crowd was unreal in this building.
And you made that happen, Predators fans, showing up, not giving up hope, especially in overtime, staying till past midnight, 1:03 in the morning for triple overtime. You made that atmosphere happen during this playoff run.
Yeah, it's always mixed emotions. I mean, you're always mainly thinking about what you could have done better. Things that could have made you keep playing hockey right now. And then you also look at the positive things that you do, and as a group, for all of us to really look at our hockey club here and know how close we are, and I think that's something we'll take into this offseason and bring with us next year, is that confidence and knowing how close we are and what it takes to take the next step as an organization. And we do have a good mix of veterans on this team, but we are a young hockey team. For me, it looks now, since it's over, it's an experience. It's us, like you said, going the longest we have in franchise history. So I had high expectations this year, and I really thought we had a club that could go all the way. But the next year, that standard's going to be even higher. We saw how important home ice advantage was. We controlled 3 games here against San Jose, and for the most part they controlled them out in San Jose. And now it's just how are we going to get better? How are we going to move forward as a hockey club? And it's going to be important to have a good summer and be healthy and ready to go, and just try and get off to a good start. And it sucks having to think about all that stuff right now and knowing that it's still going on, but it is what it is, and we're going to be back. It's a good feeling when your team's being successful and you're playing well. So I love the opportunity to hopefully be here for a long time and to be able to play in that role. It's something for me to embrace and to enjoy. This career, I'm still young, but it won't last forever. So hopefully we can really make the most of this as a group and win championships.
Obviously, news that breaks once the season ends are injuries. Filip Forsberg confirmed he had back injuries, Josi, broken nose and broken finger. Did you see those injuries now that you look back at, especially with Filip Forsberg's performance in the playoffs, that it could have affected him?
It's hard to complain about Josi's performance. He had a broken finger. That obviously affects how you shoot the puck. And he had a broken nose, which I'm not sure affects you, every shift. Certainly there's pain there. But he put up, 8 points, 9 points in the playoffs. So it's hard to complain about him, second leading scorer among all Predator skaters. Filip Forsberg, however, yes, you look back and you go, okay, that explains a lot about how he was only able to put up 4 points in 14 games after such a tremendous season his sophomore year in the NHL. And it was interesting to hear him confirm it, because he didn't confirm it outright. He was asked about it. He immediately downplayed it, saying, look, everyone's playing through something. He was then pressed on it, and then he said, yes, that's accurate, but everybody's playing through something. So his attitude is in the right place as well. Sure. Yes, he had an injury. Yes, he was hurt. Yes, it affected his play, but he didn't want to use that as an excuse, and that's a great thing going forward.
And also, speaking of Filip Forsberg, he is an RFA at the end of this season. Contract negotiations will most likely be taking place, I would say, almost immediately, but he did mention that he does love the city of Nashville, and he hopes to be here for a very long time.
there's always injuries, and I'm not gonna lie, that wasn't there as well.
I think there was a report that you were suffering through a back injury. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what was going on. But I mean, as I said, everyone's battling through injuries, and that's nothing that you really can. I mean, I don't know, it's the first time down in that situation, but obviously I love being here in Nashville. I love everything with the city, and I really love what we got going on here in the team, and the fans are, the fans are the best in the league as well, so there's no other place that I want to be.
I had a broken finger and a broken nose.
Did it happen during the playoffs or something that happened before the playoffs?
No, the finger was supposed to be right before playoffs, and nose happened during playoffs.
There are players that will be joining their national teams for international play this offseason as well as beginning of next season, one of those being Mattias Ekholm, leaving almost immediately to travel with to Team Sweden. Ryan Ellis actually was not able to participate in Media Day just because he had to rush to join Team Canada. So we're looking at this. It's obviously an opportunity for them to keep on playing and being competitive. Pekka Rinne joining the World Cup roster for Team Finland coming up in September. So your thoughts on this international play?
Well, the World Championship is always a fun tournament to watch, but it's not the best of the best. It's the best of who's not playing. So, taking nothing away, if you win a World Championship, more power to you. That's an amazing, amazing accomplishment. So good luck, obviously, to Ryan Ellis. We'll see if Shea Weber joins Team Canada or not. Darren Dreger of TSN mentioned that they'll know more after the conclusion of the next Canada game. But and Mattias Ekholm, best of luck to him as well. Not taking anything away from that. But the World Cup is truly the best of the best because everyone's off, so everyone's available. They're going to release the rosters pretty soon, the final rosters. Pekka Rinne is a part of that. I know he, for one, is looking forward to it beyond measure because if you remember, the last two Olympics, one, he was hurt, and two, he got snubbed for, I think it was Niittymaki in Tampa Bay, which you're like, what? Yeah, that's what a lot of us were saying as well. So and you can tell, you can read it on his face. And when the roster got announced as well, he was just smiling ear to ear. So very much looking forward to seeing his performance because, as he mentioned, it'll set him up for success right out the gate, mid-season form, when the National Hockey League season starts again.
I think that's going to be a little bit of different summer too, mentally and just physically preparing for next season. You have to be thinking, you think about the World Cup and you want to be at your best right away in September. And so I think in that sense it's going to make a little bit of different summer. And but that's something that I think every player just dreams about, and that was a huge goal. That was a big goal of mine, and so I'm really looking forward to that, and I think that's gonna help me personally too, just to get ready for the actual season too.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly out tomorrow morning. I'm gonna be there for the game versus Russia on Tuesday, and then it's playoffs. So I'm going. It's still disappointing with the way we finished, but I felt like I had a good push at the end and a good finish, and I feel like I'm in good shape and I'm healthy and I'm motivated still to go. So I'm gonna go and try to help them out.
World Cup of hockey rosters, I think they pushed the announced date for the rest of the rosters up a couple days. I know that you're probably on that watch list. If you are selected, what would that mean to you to play in that tournament?
That would be big. It's obviously it's like Olympics. It's the best ones from Sweden, and the defense core defense group we have is unbelievable. And to be a part of that would be amazing. It would be just a great experience, I think, for me personally. And still, it's so many quality defensemen that maybe wouldn't get picked or what have you, but it would still be a great experience. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's tough competition for sure.
And there you have it for the first segment of Preds' end-of-season media availability here at Bridgestone Arena. This is Justin Bradford, Penalty Box Radio. Jeremy K. Gover, Nashville Predators Radio Network. Tune in tomorrow for the next segment and the last segment of Predators media availability. Thanks for tuning in.